Hello guys, welcome back to Lina TV. This is a home where we keep you up to date on what's trending, and also we give you stories that inspire you. So if you are new here, kindly consider subscribing to my channel. Na kama wewe ni returning subscriber, thank you so much cause mmenifikisha 1k subscriber, nimefurahi, and so tuko on our way to 5k subscribers. So leo nimekuja maeneo ya huku ni wapi, sitasema location. So nimekuja kutafuta this beautiful lady. She's a actor, writer, hizo vitu zote, artist in combined. Na so tutapiga na yeye story, atuambie her journey from where she was raised and why she decided to be who she is right now. So without further ado, let us welcome our visitor of the show today. Hello.
Hi.
Sasa.
Mzuri.
So maybe unaweza, for that person who is watching you for the first time, unaweza introduce then to endelee na story.
Thank you very much. My name is Achieng Opio and I'm a writer. Yes, I'm an actress, but yes, kidogo, it's not something I've practiced for long. But I'm also on YouTube as Achieng Opio. I talk about parenting. Yes.
So before we come on what has brought us today on the show, labda unaweza tuambia where you were raised na ukajipataje Nairobi, and when you realized that you can actually write and share your stories hapa nje.
Thank you very much. So I was raised up in the village, like back in the village. Nikasomea huko. And then after I finished Form 4, I came to the city. The reason why I came to the city is because I got married, okay? And yeah, when I came to the city, I was reading a lot. I used to read a lot. I always knew I had a talent because nilikuwa napenda sana drama, music, festivals. In fact, solo verses and choral verses were my best, you know, and drama. So most of the times I acted in school. I wrote scripts, short skits. Sorry, I wrote short skits, and as an entertainment prefect back in high school, I made sure I entertained my audience, which were the students.
So that's when you noticed that actually I have a talent in me.
Not then, because I had the talent right from when I was just 8 years old. I could act, I could sing, I could solo songs. I was this folk song soloist, and most of the times in church competitions, youth and all that. Yeah.
So Achi, like that's how you call yourself on YouTube. I'll call you by your YouTube name. So I can see you are a writer. So ebu tell us this writing journey, how you started na imekufikisha wapi?
Nitaanza na imenifikisha wapi. So far, I've published one book. It's called The Color of the Sun. This book can be found from Nuria Bookstore or Chania Bookshop, or you can contact me directly. If you're watching and you'd like to buy the book, you can contact me directly. I'll put my names. Okay, I'll ask Marilyn to put my...
Okay, you can tell us your number. Maybe there is someone watching angependa kitabu.
Okay, if you'd like to buy the book, my number is 0731 251 524. If you'd like to buy the book, you can reach me out on WhatsApp. That's just a WhatsApp number, only WhatsApp or text, and you'll get the book. How I started is that reading a lot made me realize that I could practice writing. I have written close to 14 manuscripts, but I have only managed to publish one. Challenges being a lot, but one of the major ones being financial challenges, and also reaching the right people. But the moment I reached someone who I thought was right and did not look down upon the work I was doing, that's where I started by publishing the first book.
So what are some of the challenges as a writer you face, or on your, like, your field yako ya writing, what are some of the challenges?
Several challenges are faced by writers. I don't know if all, but at least a few that I've spoken with. kuna hawa watu wa kuiba vitabu. Mtu unaandika tu on social media, unaandika tu. For example, we write for people on WhatsApp and they pay like some subscription fee. The idea of us bringing people together is because we want like real-time feedback. So unaandikia watu wamejoin kama 40, 100, 20. Mmoja ako tu pale kuuza kitabu yako to other people. So anakuja, you create a group for 100 shillings each, ana create a group for 20 shillings each. Yeye atapata over 500 followers, we umepata 40. Yeye anauza kitabu yako 20 bob, we unauza 100. So you see the competition of people trying to steal your work is very high. Then there are those people who they don't want to support you is not the right word, because it's not like ni lazima wa kusupport, but there are those people who want to use you to kuonyesha ni kama they want to support you. For example, if you go to the industry, utakutana na mtu akwambie please come and sleep with me na mimi nitakusaidia kupeleka hii kitabu yako somewhere. If you're weak-hearted, weak in, physically, then you end up falling for such people who in turn may ruin your sanity, your name, your integrity. So the rest of some of the other challenges that we have are financial challenges, and also getting the right editor. I want to tell you that an editor ate my money, a lot of money, and disappeared into the thin air. She is wherever she is without even thinking that ule msichana nilikulanga pesa yake, what is she going through? Because she ate the money and disappeared. And then those are some of the challenges we face. Challenges ni mengi, but we cannot mention all of them here. Yeah.
So again, I've seen like you are so active on YouTube, and maybe you can just tell us more about your YouTube channel, what you do, and nini liku inspire to start that kind of topic on YouTube?
So I'm on YouTube as a Chiongopio, just like I've said. I talk about parenting. The main reason why I do parenting on YouTube is because parents need guidance. Nimeona kabisa sana most of us, like parents, we carry forward what we were done to, or how our parents raised us when we were young, and bring them here. Some of us drop them like hot potatoes, and then we come up with our new rules. If you weigh the two, there's a disadvantage and there's an advantage. If you pick this and pick this one, the other one, if you blend the two of them, it would be better to use the two of them where necessary, where and when necessary. For example, unaweza amka leo useme mimi I'll never whip my children. It's your own decision. Kiboko ni decision yako. You choose or pick to chapa mtoto wako. Kiboko haiwezi ua mtoto, so long as you are applying the right punishment at the right time. But then, do we want to beat the children to correct them? Do we want to speak with them? Do we want to listen to them? Kitambo, when we were growing up, I remember we did not have an opportunity to air our views. And I'm telling you the truth, airing our views was one of those things that you will never get. Mama yako amekutana na wewe anakuuliza, kwa nini umekaa kutafuta kuni sana? Before you respond, ile slap itapita hapa mpaka unaona giza. But we never died, and we are here today. Me, I remember I was a very, well, cheeky is not the right word, but I used to love swimming a lot. I think ni ile kitu wanaitanga dufumpararo or something. So kwetu kuna kariva and it's very deep. So unakuta imejaa. Mimi na kazini yangu huyo tunaenda tunaswim. Do you know, kutafuta kuni tutatoka 8 in the morning na tutarudi 6 jioni. Tumeparara, tumesikia njaa, ni mapera tu tumekula. And then there was another fruit. The fruit is wild, but it's very nice. And I don't even know how it's called in English, but well, we used to eat those fruits. Then juu kwetu kuna shamba kubwa la watoto wanakunywa bangi, watoto wanapotea, watoto wanaiba, watoto, for example, sasa hawa saa hii venye hii Nairobi imekuwa watu wanapigwa ngeta. Is that how they say it? Watu wanapigwa ngeta ni vijana wadogo sana. If they got the right guidance, hawatawahi fika hapo ya kwa kupiga watu ngeta. So it's a lot of reasons why I talk about parenting, but I just want to ensure that that parent who is watching my piece of advice takes it home, applies. I mean, if it's necessary for you, si lazima, but if it's necessary for you, you can apply and also think, is this good for me? Is it good for my child? If it's not good for you, just leave it there. But if it's good for you, carry it home, try it and see if it can change one or two about you and your children. Yeah.
So do you think like wazazi wa sai, there is something they are doing wrong to raise their children?
A lot of things. For example, I hear there are parents who tell you leo hauta watch TV juu umefanya makosa. And then there are those parents who just give money to their children. Haujui anaenda kununua nini. Mi nakumbuka there's a day tulikuwa meeting mahali in school and the teachers were like, there's something kids buy, nasikia inaitwa bambucha. I don't know it.
Somehow like straw.
Yeah. Kama straw hivi so the teachers were like, oh, by the way, musipe watoto wenyu pesa because we don't want them coming with that bambucha here. So the reason why the teacher was saying that, alituambia was not confirmed. So I can't talk about it here. But the teachers told us it's wrong for children to buy those things and eat in school. Those ones, then they are, you just give your children money, anabeba pesa, mwenzake shule akimwona na pesa, anaanza kutamani. While in that meeting, another parent was giving us an example of getting a call from a fellow parent, anamwambia, by the way, your son was here and my 5,000 is missing. And the parent was like, what? You cannot say that about my child. But then he retracted his words, akaenda check bag ya mtoto wake bila kujua. To his surprise, the 5,000 was in his child's bag. Nasikia, before amwambia hata ule mzazi that have found the money, alipiga mtoto, alipiga close to death, but the child never said, I took the money. The reason why the child never said is because ule age mate wake walikuwa naye kwa the other parent, ndiye alichukua pesa akamwekea kwa bag. Na akamwambia, I've kept something in your bag, tutakula kesho break time. Can you imagine a whole 5,000? It's crazy. It's crazy. So when we talk about these things, mtoto anachukua 2,000 is probably used to picking na haujai mpea punishment. Alianza na sumni akachukua 1 bob, akachukua 5 bob, sahi ameanza kuchukua 5,000. Remember that child then was in class grade 4. So grade 4 mtu ashajua 5,000 kesho tukule break. What the hell is that? Is so wrong. And so we just ni kuchunguza tu watoto wetu tujue what they are eating, what they are taking. Zero grace them if you want, but just make sure your child is following the right path. Yeah.
So maybe if I can ask you, what are some of the things that, let me call them our African moms, they used to do, or our African parents, ni nini walikuwa wanafanya huko like niaje huko nyuma that ungependa irudi at this generation of today?
Personally, kiboko all the time. I mean, not all the time, but sometimes apply kiboko. If you keep telling your child enda punishment corner, you won't watch TV, sitakupea 10 bob ya bambucha, una mislead mtoto. Anajua kesho nitafanya mistake, niambie niende punishment corner. Niambie sita watch TV. It's okay. It's okay. But then, kitambo, ulikuwa unachapwa na community. Mary, I meet your child, nitamchapa mpaka nawe now, let me just give an example with me, because growing up in the village is a whole lot of things. Utafanya makosa, upatwe na anko wa kuzo wa auntie wa sijui nani, akuchape na uwezi enda kusema kwenyu. Because mimi personally nitachapwa huko, nikuje niambie mamangu wao sijui nini. Before she listens to reason, atanichapa. That was then. Today, I would like to think that if we are introducing kiboko, or if we just maintain kiboko, then ikuwe ni kiboko with a reason. I listen to your reason before I give you your strokes. Unaona? So for me, I want us to go back to having children being a community children. So the community owns the child. Unaona? Not that the child ni wako, hata akifanya mistake mimi siwezi sema kitu. And if I talk, unasikia tu oh, kwa nini alikuwa anachapa mtoto, anaongea mbaya kuhusu mtoto wangu hawezi kuwa mwizi, na kesho mtoto wako atakuwa na uwawa pale. Yeah, it's so sad.
So, Achi, let me just ask you. Okay, kwa mtandao or just in general, kuna hizi cases za ma single parents nini. Don't you think maybe inaweza kuwa inachangia, or what's your opinion on that?
My opinion of that is not the single parenting haichangi. There's something that has led to the single parenting, and that thing is GBV. You know, gender-based violence imekuwa mbaya. It's a story for another day, but I think even as I talk about parenting, GBV is part of it, because GBV can also lead to children just going astray. You know, you come from a home where your father is a drunkard. He comes home at midnight. He wakes you up and beats your mother while you're watching. You come from a home where your mother analewa na baba pamoja, so they come home and start fighting, awajui mulikula, mumelala. Then you come from a home where your father is a male domineering creature, or there's male chauvinism as well. So uko tu hapo ukisema, hey, my mom was beaten yesterday, as in innocently you go telling the story bila kujua, now what next, what do I do? You know, you can't tell. So for me, the idea of single parenting, it's led, most of it, or rather let me say part of it is caused by GBV. Other things may be causing it, but I know people are suffering. People who are being battered by their husbands or wives, because inakuanga hivi. It's not like women don't beat men out here. Men are suffering in silence. So for me, I think at some point it's a different story, but it's also partially part of what I tackle on YouTube. Yeah.
So maybe guys, you can just tell us what do you think about whatever we are discussing. If single parenting is part of what people go through in parenting right now, or what do you think? Just comment down below and let us know what might be the cause of hii generation yetu ya sahi, na utuambie inaelekea wapi with this type of parenting. Now Achille, let me just ask you, think like century ya kitambo ama ya sahi ndio ikona imeleta all these problems za parenting? What do you think?
Well, somehow, because the world has been digitalized, and to be honest, modernity imekuja na a lot of things, a lot of challenges and a lot of, let's just say, disadvantages and advantages. So we take for example, mtoto wa 2 years, I swear, ukiona venye anafinya simu, utasikia ni kama utachizi, anajua more than you do. Me, when I give my 5-year-old my phone, yani zile vitu atanitolea mimi sijaigundua iko kwa hiyo simu. Kwa hivyo, to be honest, modernity has come with a lot of things, and it has also interfered with parenting. Watoto sahi ni rights zao wanajua. By the way, unachapa mtoto unaweza jikuta kwa police station. Unaweza jikuta ameenda kuripot, because kama gava ilitoa viboko shule, then inamaanisha mtoto anaweza kwa polisi aseme mimi nakuwa battered in school. And you see, that means huyo mtoto ashajua right yake. Kitambo, we had nowhere to report. You can't report to your mom, you cannot report to your grandma, you can't report to no one, because everyone else anaona makosa yenye lazima irekebishwe. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for gracing my call in my show.
Thank you for having me. I am honored.
Because hii topic ya parenting ni refu, and so guys, if you want to know more about parenting, or even you have a story about parenting that you wish ungependa kushare hapa nje, kindly maybe unaweza tuambia your YouTube handles, maybe kuna mtu anatamani kushare story yake na wewe, tunaweza kupata hapi on social media.
Thank you. So on social media, On Facebook, I'm Achieng Opio. Instagram, I'm Achieng Opio _ and TikTok. TikTok, I'm Achieng Opio 1, and on YouTube, I'm Achieng Opio. So I talk about parenting, tactics, pieces of advice we share. We talk about challenges, the struggles, and I also bring in parents to share what they are going through. They share their pieces of advice, they share what works for them and what doesn't work. That way, we both learn from one another. And our audience can get a chance to also learn from us. Yes.
Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much kwa kunifikisha 1K subscribers. We are on our way to 5K subscribers. Until then, see you in my next video. Bye.